Hey family friends, welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you join us again. Man, I've got an exclusive for you today. Well, here what? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, young folks, old folks, and the folks in between, mature folks like myself who want to be young again, hey, thanks for joining us on this beautiful day. Whatever you're viewing, good day, good morning, good noon, and good night. I am here with Vulon, 𝗤𝓚𝓚𝓕𝓔-𝓚. She has another call sign, Victor Papa 2 Echo Victor Lima, when she's in Anguilla Island. It's a credible story, y'all. Man, everything from the volcanic stuff to provide and aid, amateur radio DXing contesting. We even had a Category 4 barrel hurricane that passed through here. Got some little about that too as well. So look, let's go and introduce her and see what's going on there. One of our female net control operator, man, dig in for that. You're gonna see what this is all about. So good day, Vulon. Thank you so very much for joining us. How you doing? How you doing today?
Hi everyone, I'm doing great, Ira. This is J88VL, or you can say Victor Papa 2 Echo Victor Lima.
So this is what you're trying to do right there. SSTV, slow scan television here. I'm Victor Papa 2 Echo 𝗚𝓚-𝓚𝓚. All right, and that's what we got right there. About using a little bit of fire here, so we can get our messages back out.
We ended up having to do this during, I think it was right after Hurricane David had struck Dominica.
Hey, good morning from Vinci. So let's see what it looks like on the radar there, man. That's what that thing looks like right there. Look at that huge thing.
73 to you and to the entire team. We do appreciate all that you're doing.
There's like 90% devastation down there for the Grenadines. Y'all. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we tailgating. Got me at 3555. Hey family friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you join us again. Well, Vulon, it's good to have you here. You're one of our actively engaged YLs in the Caribbean Islands, and you're located here on the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Where did you first get started in amateur radio?
Well, first, an organization that I'm a part of, that's part of our program, 𝗫𝗀𝗠𝓠𝓐𝓐. So, growing up as a young person in the organization, that was part of my training. Then I got a little bit more curious because I was kind of liking what I was seeing, and some friends and we were part of the Red Cross, and we still are, and we got in friends with some other persons, and they were CBs. So they encouraged us to be a part of the CB, knowing I wanted a little bit more of radio.
How long ago was this?
That was very long. I was a teenager.
Okay.
I was a teenager. So I got involved in CB, and that is what took me a little deeper into 𝗫𝗀𝗠𝓠𝓐𝓐.
Okay, great. So you recently, I guess you got into amateur radio, and your novice call with 𝗤𝓚888 November Echo Lima, which you upgraded 𝗤𝓚888 Victor Lima. What motivated you to jump and get your upgrade on the band?
Well, the same friends who were CBS, they went over into amateur radio. And when they did, they started, come and join amateur radio, and I did. I got my novice call sign 𝗤𝓚888 November Echo Lima, and I've had that for quite some time. And most of the time I would be on VHF. And after that, I wanted more, but I was young still, coming up, and not much of a guidance, if I could say that, into the HF part. So I was with the novice call sign for a couple of years, until I met a wonderful friend who started to encourage me more and more and more. So I got an 𝓛𝓚, 𝑗88VL or Victor Papa 2 Echo India Hotel, Ira, who became a very good friend and started encouraging me to upgrade. I upgraded to Victor Papa 2 Echo Victor Lima, and I upgraded to Juliet 88 Victor Lima.
Okay, very good. So, and that opened the, when you got your upgrade and everything, that opened more, was that band, or what did you experience with the upgrade?
Well, when I upgraded it, I was also encouraged to get my own rig. So I got my first rig, my ICOM 7300.
Now, I know you're a fan of the ICOM 7300, your first radio, so I got to go right into that. What makes that specific setup work so well for you operating from the islands on your 7300?
Well, yes, that was my first radio that I was excited. I was learning something new. But for the ICOM 7300, I think the SDR design is what, with a built-in tuner, its robust receiver, and so forth, you know, has what is called like a strong signal. And I think that along with the variable propagation and so forth, and the limited space that I have, makes it the ideal radio that I wanted, or that worked for me.
Okay, very good. So we can look at POTA, Parks on the Air Adventure. Now, you know, the 𝗓𝓚 was very active back in the day, and after that, you went up there, and we're going to still call it activating a volcano. Not many countries can say they have a volcano that's actually a park on the base, and actually parts of that volcano, the 𝗓𝓚, which is Victor Charlie 0025 𝗓𝓚 National Park. You went up there with the team, and what challenges setting up the station at the base of that 4,000 plus foot volcano?
Well, 𝗓𝓚 volcano is a unique challenge. Now the environment, the entire environment, we set up at the base, and if you know 𝗓𝓚 and that particular area, all after 5 it's getting very dark.
Right.
There are mountains all around, the humidity, the elevation, you know, and limited resources in terms of power.
Right.
So basically it's isolated. So those were some challenges that would have been unique to the POTA setup, where we actually had where I got the opportunity to actually do my park on the air, or one of them if I can say that. So those were some unique challenges, us having to use our own lights to set up, us having to be our own security, the condition, the weather conditions, and so forth.
Because it got cold up there. I
Yes.
remember it got pretty cold up there.
does
We had
very
no
easy.
lights, so we had to utilize, you know, the LED lights and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
At least we had battery. We ran out of battery one time, and we switched over to the other battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the team aspect. That last time we had some visiting hams from Barbados, Dominica. And how does the regional collaboration help when you're out in the field doing the POTA as a YL?
Well, you know, collaboration is our biggest asset. Now, when you collaborate with other people, you get to share experiences, you get to share your knowledge, you know, and you as the local persons, you get to share with them about the terrain that they're going, the conditions of the place they're going. You know, you get to tell them which parks, or the specific parks that is good for them to go, and all of the environment around. You also get to share propagation, because you're able to tell them you know, the uniqueness of the propagation
Right.
for your area.
Right.
When, like for example, when it's best to walk 20 meters into Europe, you know, so you're able to tell them, because you're the local one on the ground, so you can give them. You'll be able to help them if the equipments or so forth fail, or something they want. You'll be able to give them that type of support, you know, and so forth. You'll be able to tell them about safety, and you'll be able as well to deal with the logistics on the ground. So
Yeah.
that's what collaboration actually does. It's a good asset.
Okay, so island hopping. You mentioned that you wanted to activate Barbados, or maybe some right next door. Because I know you've been to Barbados many times, but not to activate it. Where is your dream POTA location that you haven't visited, or maybe you visited before but you haven't activated?
Well, I normally say I'm a Caribbean woman. I love the Caribbean, so I've gone to quite a bit of Caribbean countries. And yes, Barbados is one of them that I've visited quite often. And I have never had the opportunity to do a POTA on any of the Caribbean countries, but I'm always saying I would love to go to Barbados. So I'm going to say that Barbados would be my that location that I want to go to first.
All right, Vulon, so we're still here. We're going to look at contesting in DXing now from your perspective. Your first contest, man, it was a big contest around the world. 2024, the North American QSA party known as the NAQP. What was your biggest adrenaline rush that you felt in those 12 hours on air?
Wow, the pile-up. The pile-up was like, it brought in this adrenaline that actually spread. Now, when you have so many persons trying to get to you and you want to take them all, but you're trying to figure out first, second, third, and so on. That built an adrenaline that gives me that type of excitement.
Okay. Wow, the pile up, man, having them call you. Everybody gets 5-9 in contest, y'all. Everybody gets 5-9. You got to try to pick the weaker ones there and stuff like that. And I know, did it give you a thrill working the YLs?
Oh, yes. Because you don't have many YLs, if you hear one, you're always excited to pull that person in. So I was very excited getting the few YLs inside of there.
Okay, operating from Anguilla. Now you got a Victor Papa 2 Echo Victor Lima. That's your call sign from Anguilla. Did you notice any difference in the pileups or the way people hunt for your signal compared to in St. Vincent?
Well, I would want to say the location. Based on my training, my Elmo always telling me location. So when I really think back of it, I think the location in Anguilla is ideal. The station, I had a better station set up. I had better antennas, I must say.
Okay, I understand. Makes sense. All right, so looking at your QRZ page, I'll go over there and look at www.qrz.com and type in whichever call sign you want to. We're looking at your awards, Master Award. We know the awards is self-accomplishment. You know, the folks is on there. You can accomplish whatever you want. You're good at your own pace, and sometimes it's a little hard. But you have earned several awards. Your Masters of Radio Communications from North America, South America, Europe. Which continent has been the hardest for you to consistently reach from the Caribbean?
I would want to say Europe because it is further away. The part depends on the band conditions as well when you're in the Caribbean. And the opening to Europe, it's narrower. So you have to work with specific timing, maybe early morning if you want to get 15 meter, or let's say you want to get 20 into Europe, you more have to use the afternoon segment to try and get it. So, it takes planning and to get the contacts that you actually need out of Europe. So I would say Europe. Okay,
so Europe was your hardest one. How about the confirmation?
Well,
let's go into the confirmation, because I know you use LOTW and QRZ.com, but we focus on the QRZ.com. Mm-hmm. How is that confirmation challenging to you?
It is. Confirmation is challenging because sometimes people just want to make a contact, but they're not understanding that you want a confirmation to show that you actually made that contact. I think the confirmation is like the icing on the contact that you made, and sometimes you have to, like for example, you want to get the awards, so in order to get the awards you have to have a confirmation.
Right.
So sometimes there are certain stations in certain areas, geographical areas, that they're not confirming, and you have to find yourself either emailing them to get them to confirm so that you can get a particular award. So the confirmation
is very key out. So if you work us in the Caribbean, make sure you confirm whether it's LOTW Club Log or QRZ.com. Make sure you confirm, because that helps with the award. And of course, us confirming helping your DXCC as well. So, Vulon, appreciate you being here and sharing your wealth of experience and inspiring other ham operators, especially the YL. Let's take a look at emergency communication. EmComm. Hurricane Beryl, big devastation in our country in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Devastated 90% of the entire Grenadines there, and folks are still kind of building and rebuilding. During Hurricane Beryl, you're part of the effort to coordinate supplies and check on the teams heading to the Grenadines. Can you describe the atmosphere and the air when Ham Radio becomes the lifeline or even providing aid to the Grenadines?
I would say that the atmosphere was tense, but it was deeply focused. Every transmission that you made during that time carried weight. Now, the reliance was on safety, getting your supplies to the destination safely, and the particular supplies that the people need. So you could actually feel the urgency from the radio, as it becomes life for the affected areas that we were trying to get to. It was absolutely vital.
Yeah, and the riding down there and seeing the faces, and you offloaded, with the logistics offloaded the friendship vessel, and we offloaded the supplies there, the water, the food, and everything. Helped build the infrastructure there as well, and seeing the devastation. What kind of impact? Because I remember there was a church on the hill there, and you remember the church used to be a very historical place in St. Vincent. How did that, how did it make you feel? I mean,
when you actually see with your own eyes and not secondhand, it builds an emotion that is unexplainable. It's like this emotion chokes you up when you actually see the devastation that happened. The church you're talking about is on Mayo. Yes, it was a historic church, beautiful view. And when I look at it and see it was in complete ruins on the ground, it just evoked a feeling of lost, like history being lost, and a sense of this sense of sadness that actually show you the true devastation of Hurricane Beryl as it passed through on these islands.
And you remember that was actually where we had 20 plus folks with sheltering inside that church as well, because they went to the shelter. So the part where they sheltered didn't fall in, but the other parts around it fell in, so no loss of life.
Right.
Yeah. So let's look at preparedness. You go pack your different bags, because you have a lot of different bags that you carry there as far as emergency communication. How do you stay radio ready? How do you stay, ready?
Well, the important as being ready is that you have to start long time. Being ready is not just the day before the incident or the day on the incident. It's long before, right? Before any disaster, your gears must be tested. Your backup power must be secured. Your antennas must be inspected. So when the disaster hits, there is no time for troubleshooting. So I would say that you have to be ready long before.
Right. Okay. So Vulon, thank you so very much for being with us today and sharing your wealth of knowledge and your experience as a YL in the Caribbean, operate 2 different countries, and your journey into amateur radio. Any final words of encouragement, anything that you want to say to anyone out there?
Well, I don't want them to be like me. When I grew up, I was very timid, and I felt like amateur radio was for the elite. Until I started to get more and more into it, I realized it's for everybody. So don't be like me. If you want to do something, just find your niche, and go for it. And like I said, my encouragement to everyone is don't let the technical labels scare you about amateur radio. It's just a problem solving with signals, and you will learn just like I did. You will learn by doing it. And every operator came into amateur not knowing. They didn't come in knowing. They came in not knowing. They learned. So step into amateur with curiosity and ask questions if you have to. You will remember. And the airwaves belongs to everyone, not just the guys. So that's my 2 cents.
So Vulon, thank you very much for sharing your story. everything you do in the Caribbean region and the communities.
So thank you very much, Ira, for having me. I appreciate it. And 73 to everyone, and catch you on the bands.
It's always a pleasure to hear you on the air on Tuesdays running the net. And for you guys who don't know, you can check it on your Echolink DMR and look for CDRN network, and that's the Caribbean network. And you can hear on Tuesday at 1100 UTC every Tuesday, okay? And there's other nets there as well. And on Friday, we do a collaboration of the same network. For those watching, make sure you check out Vulon's page, www.qrz.com. Type in Victor Papa to echo Victor Lima, or her active one that she's currently on the island of St. Vincent, Juliet 88 Victor Lima. And make sure you subscribe to this, go on YouTube on this channel here, and for more DX and adventures. This is Ira Harris saying 73. God bless you and all the best. Have a great, wonderful day.
I'm going to say it again. Every day is a new beginning. Treat it that way. Stop thinking about what could have been and start looking at what can be starting today. Alright, so that's the quote for today. Are there any other stations who wish to call us before we wrap up? This is your net controller, your co-net controller, Juliet 88 Victor Lima. Please call over. The net acknowledges Victor 44 my only female on board with me this morning. Miss Natalie, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Over.
Wherever you are, just make sure you enjoy. Be thankful for it. Be thankful for whatever the weather condition, whatever is around you, and just cope with it. Give yourself a wonderful day. Be safe on the road when you have to go there, and just be as healthy as you can. This is Victor 44, November 4th, 73 to all.
Thank you very much, Miss Natalie. We appreciate having you inside here this morning. You have a fabulous Friday as well. You make it the best that you can. You continue to stay safe, to productive, and be blessed. We clear with Victor 44 November Fox. That's Miss Natalie out of SKB. Do I have any more stations that wish to call and check in with us this morning? Juliet 88 Victor Lima, please call over. Okay, we haven't heard anyone, and we are very appreciative of the team who came up here this morning with us. Our net controller this morning was Juliet 88 India Hotel. They had myself, Juliet 88 Victor Lima, as a co-net control, and we also had Victor Papa 2 Kilo Charlie, that's Kisson out of Angola, as another co-net control. We appreciate Victor Papa 2 Mike Delta, that's Billy, our outgoing net control station this morning. We had Victor Papa 2 Mike Charlie, that's Ray. We had Juliet 73 Golf Charlie Golf, that's Clarence, another of our net control along with Ray. We had Victor 44 Kilo Mike, that's Hugh. We had Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Echo, that's Cyril, and good morning to Miss Utility this morning as well, Cyril. We had Victor Papa 2 Mike Romeo Charlie Rudolph. We had Juliet 73 Tango Papa, that's Tony. And we had Victor 44 November Fox. I haven't heard David. I hope all is well with him and Miss Anna and all the others. That has been our wonderful set of people that came in this morning to make the net a possibility. And it was a pleasure being here this morning. I am Juliet 88 Victor Lima.
From Anguilla Island to St. Vincent, you know how we do it.
The frequency's open.
Let's take it higher.
J88VL. J88VL.
𝗏𝓐 keep the sequence tight. Net control station duties in the morning light. Vulon on the frequency, making every line. Crossing over islands, everything is fine. VP2 AI collaboration. Ira on the mic. 𝗊𝗶𝗆 𝓐𝓘𝓕𝓔 𝓐𝓘𝓕𝓔 the people like.
When hurricane barrels I was spinning, tearing up the town.
When the towers were folding and the satellites were down. The Grenadine Islands calling, looking for a hand. Ham radio, the lifeline for the hurting land. From St. Vincent to the world, the message had to run. Emergency aid comes until the job was done.
J88VL.
Juliet A8 Victor Lima.
Cross to the 𝗔𝓱 𝗕𝓚.
A digital anima.
From the peak of a mountain to the white sand shore, I am the signal that you're looking for.
VP2
EVL.
Victor
Papa 2.
passing
Through the static just to talk to you.
73 and abundant blessings to all on the air.
Juliet 888VL.
See you on the frequency. The DX is strong.
J88VL.
8VL from St. Vincent, where we all belong. Victor Papa 2, Echo, India, Hotel. Victor Papa 2, Victor Papa 2, Victor Papa 2, Victor Papa 2, Victor